Post-game after Marist falls to Manhattan on the women's side, 55-64, alongside Nate Babcock, Mike Duda, Nick Chiarito. I'm William Rosen. Marist going down once again in round one. Mike, take us through what happened.
Marist, Manhattan, an unfortunate sequence. Down in Atlantic City, it's Justine Henry, the All-MAAC unanimous rookie team selection, and the Foxes going on against the Jaspers, first round of the MAAC tournament. We're going to pick things up in the second quarter. Hannah Mule working her way towards the paint and does what she does best. Kick out for Brianna Davis for 3. Early 20-point lead for the Jaspers, their largest of the game. Davis had a team leading 25 points.
That backcourt duo of Davis and Mule really killed them. Davis got whatever she wanted.
Ensuing play, Jackie Pittick doing what she does best as the primary ball handler, and that's give up for Lexi Terrell for 3. Sparking a 10-2 Red Fox scoring run, Lexi finished with 10 points.
It really felt like the Foxes were turning the tide, getting back in it with the Jaspers.
But they were down 11 at half. Guys, what'd you see in that first half?
You want the nice answer?
Sure.
They weren't that great. They were a step slow in that first quarter, losing it 21-10, and that pretty much decided the game.
The 11-point deficit in the first quarter definitely did them in.
Picking things back up in the third, Manhattan looking to keep on the pressure. Elisa Solis-Sanchez, a no-look pass for Colette Moldereg, and she converts. 3 assists on the day for Sanchez, 9 points for Moldereg.
Snake eye, she was getting up shots too. She had 12 on the day, was just getting comfortable in the offense.
We'll move over to the fourth quarter. Marist looking to shift the momentum late. Justine Henry wants a say in it. She takes it herself from the backcourt to the front court, wants to get into the paint, and does what she does best. That fadeaway midi, oh so pretty. A single-digit deficit for the first time since the 2:47 mark back in the first quarter. Foxes are looking to get back in it on the defensive front. Lexi Terrell intercepts the errant pass. She finds Henry again, drives to the cup. Layup is good. That forces a Manhattan timeout. Henry had 15 on the day. The lead cut to just 7.
And that was after Justine Henry went down with an injury. It looked like she was going to be out for the foreseeable future. Came back in it late in the fourth.
A true warrior, Julia Corsentino, looking to do that same thing. She drives to the cup alone and gets it. The lead cut to just 5. 13 games for Marist have been decided by 5 or less points.
Julia was huge down the stretch. She came up with 8 points when it mattered most. To go along with 6 rebounds, she was all over it.
Just about a minute left. Deja vu kicking in. Corsentino will take another shot. Can she hit this one? No, it goes wide. Despite the late heroics, the Red Foxes would go scoreless the rest of the way. The final after Manhattan's free throws, 64-55. Marist hasn't won a playoff game in 5 years. Here is what head coach Erin Dowdy had to say after the game.
Obviously, I've been at MAAC tournaments with lots of different results, and expectations are high. I tease Coach George all the time that he left me with unrealistic expectations, but they're high, and I was here for all of that. I worked hard for all of that, and I understand what it takes, and I want our players to experience it, whether the wins and losses say it or not. I don't quit. And I think my team personifies that. So I'll find a different way and figure it out and try something different. But we won't quit unless someone tells me I have to.
Erin Dowdy hasn't won a playoff game in Atlantic City. Back-to-back years, a comeback was on the rise for the Red Foxes. Julia Corsentino had chances in both years, one from 2-point range last year. This time stepping outside the arc, trying to make it a 2-point deficit. Just couldn't get it to go. 2 comebacks falling short for the Red Foxes.
Yeah, and it all started in that first quarter. You can't go down 11 and then shoot 5 for 15 when you go you give up 20 points in the second quarter, and then you follow up the third quarter shooting 5 for 15. When you're still down by 10, the majority of it, it just wasn't a great put-together game.
I think a big factor in this was that Jackie Pittick was 0 of 6, 0 of 5 from deep, and you really can't blame her. She has been playing way too many minutes because of the injuries, and she was just tired. Every short came-up shot, that's a fatigue factor.
I mean, in my opinion, she was the toughest on the team. She hadn't missed a single game her entire career. But one of the big factors for this team was the three-point shooting. They went 2 of 23. And for a team that relies heavily on the three-point shot, if they make 3, maybe 4 more, maybe the outcome's different.
It was a sloppy game for the Red Fox as well. 22 turnovers to Manhattan's 8 turnovers. That is not how you're going to win basketball games.
And they lost the points off of turnovers 22-8.
The transition points really were a big factor. You saw Hannah Mule really stretch the floor.
Yeah.
The spacing was dangerous, and the Foxes just couldn't contend
You
on the
mentioned
defensive
Hannah
end.
Mule, but Brianna Davis as well. They were just getting downhill far too easily. You mentioned Brianna had 25 in this one. Hannah Mule with 12, 6, and 5 of her own as their 4th leading scorer. So gifted working that pick and roll. They were just getting too comfortable in the half court.
You know, we talk about Mule, we talk about Pittock. They're really good ball handlers. They're really good giving up the basketball. Marist just didn't really do that in that game. Just 8 total assists for the team compared to Manhattan's 17. For me, that was the biggest difference.
Those 17, especially in that late part of the game, they were finding Moldering on the inside for the post game at that 6'4" frame. She really skied. Didn't necessarily have to get to her spot. Just got the look really over every single Marist player.
Yeah, and I just want to highlight them really quickly on the defensive end. Manhattan, that is. Mule, Davis, and Soleil Sanchez all had above 3 steals. Davis was leading them with 4. They were just defensive playmakers, getting in the passing lanes, and really just breaking up any movement that the Marist had.
And that's where the injuries come into play for Marist. Jackie Pittock became the only ball handler. Casey Bertonis is a little bit raw. And Malia Egan was on the sideline, who was that secondary ball handler throughout the first part of the season.
Lexi Tarul, Kira Croker, Jackie Pittock, and Morgan Tompkins, their careers have concluded with a Red Fox jersey. All of them going to graduate, going to do some great things, but their time here in Atlantic City and in Poughkeepsie coming to an end. And Erin Dowdy trying to change the pace this offseason, and Marist men's basketball trying to do the same tonight, 6 p.m. right here at Boardwalk Hall on ESPN Plus on television. Mike, Nate, and I have the call on WMAR. You could tune into the Red Fox Report for some pregame, halftime, and in-game coverage from Nick Chiarito. We'll get back to you to see what happens after the 5-4 matchup on the Red Fox Report.